Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. I like doing technical analysis, giving ourselves a little bit of an update on what the short term looks like, and medium term and long term. I do all different time scales and time frames. I've gotten the background coal. I know some people wanted me to chart some coal out. I did two companies, Arc Coal and BTU, and then I looked at the price of coal itself. I've got oil in here. I've got natural gas. I would say of the three, natural gas is probably my favorite. It is breaking a very long-term, I didn't put the long-term trend in here, but it is breaking a long-term trend. We've had hot summers. We've been burning lots of natural gas for electricity. I think the winter is going to be a strong portion for natural gas, and I think natural gas has a lot of upside potential over the long term. So let's jump in. Again, this is my financial opinion, not advice. Don't take it as advice, please. You guys are responsible, and you got to be responsible for your own investment decisions. So here we go. This is technical analysis. I wrote coal on here. It's oil, coal, and natural gas. Here's oil. We had the bullish engulfing yesterday. It's a nice, strong move higher these past 2 days. Looking good. Let's see if this momentum can continue. But oil looks good. Natural gas is strong. I don't see the huge sell-off pushing this lower. It's pretty strong right now. Could we see some weakness? Yes, we very well could. I know you guys some people make investment decisions off of just anything that I say, but it's natural gas is in a strong uptrend. I think we'll remain in the uptrend for a while, hopefully. Hopefully that's the case. Now, coal's been on a tear. It has been on a tear. And whenever things go vertical, that's when I start to worry. Coal has gone vertical. It's broken out. It didn't even backtest. It just blew right through it. So be careful out there. Be careful because it's gone up so much so quick. We are putting in a pattern for Arc Coal. This is a great spot to be when it broke this area at about 52. It's been moving up. We're at 73.20. We're coming up into this ascending wedge, and we could be breaking to the upside of the ascending wedge, which we could see another acceleration of a move. So this could be a very strong move to the upside if it continues. If it continues. I'm seeing the same thing in Peabody Energy. I think I charted this out on the channel here at about $5. I said this thing's gonna rip higher. I think we saw it like right here in the March, April time, somewhere in this time frame. It pulled back, ripping on higher now. We are in an ascending wedge. An ascending wedge usually wants to break to the downside. Watch out for the downside, but if we break to the upside, you might see a nice blow-off type top. Then I would put it into a free ride. But that's me. That's what I would do. SM Energy, oil and natural gas company. Coming back to oil and natural gas, we're coming back up above this support area. Lots of buyers in here. So it kind of forced itself down and popped right back higher. We'll see where it goes. It's very dependent on oil price and natural gas price. Centennial Development Resource, another one that's very similar, kind of came to the bottom here. This is where I bought on this day, and we're coming on up. Still a good buy. I still like it. It looks like we're breaking through this little downtrend line. It's not really a big trend line, though. It's only 2-point contact. But that looks good. Callum Petroleum, we're kind of coming up on some resistance for it, and I bet you this is going to head a little bit lower. We want to see small down days tomorrow or the day after, and then a move higher. But let's see what happens here. I think tomorrow is probably going to be a down day with this little candlestick. Maybe not. We'll see if oil goes up. If oil goes up, this could blow right through this support, resistance line. TAN, I think it's going to head a little bit lower, potentially. Whenever you see these black candlesticks, you usually see a down day next to them. You can see it almost every time on this chart, just looking at these. But momentum is to the upside. I think maybe a small down day tomorrow. Beam Global is looking okay. This thing's pretty volatile, so guys, be careful here with these volatility, very highly volatile, risky companies. We came up, came back, basically to the bottom here. Hopefully we can get some momentum, push this thing to the upside. That's Sun Power. Canadian Solar, moving on sideways, had a little bit of a sell-off here. It's coming back up. We'll see what happens. Daku New Energy, nice big sell-off here. Usually that means you want to head lower. We're probably going to be heading lower here. That's my guess. Just by looking at this little candlestick, the small up days, the larger down days, more selling pressure, a lot less buying pressure. I think we're going to head lower. Sunworks, bearish engulfing, moving lower, bullish piercing, sideways probably is my guess. Same with SOL, sideways. But we've got downward momentum here, sideways momentum here, and hopefully this can turn and move to upward momentum soon. Hopefully soon. And remember, some of these solar companies, they're pretty risky. They don't make a lot of money. Some are losing money. And what I'm looking for is I'm basically looking for a speculation and a trading type move to come at some point in the future. Hopefully it comes. The other ones, Pure Value, oil, natural gas, they look fantastic. I think they're going to do incredibly well. I do think solar is going to do well, but it's more dependent on money flowing into the sector from governments. And if they're going to do this ESG, if they're going to dump a bunch, trillions of dollars worldwide, I think it's going to be focused in wind and solar and a lot into solar. So that's kind of where I'm looking. These are some of the companies that I like. I like TAN as an ETF, TAN. We'll see if it heads up. If the overall energy sector moves higher, I think it will drag solar with it. I think. Fingers crossed. Remember, solar hasn't been around that long. Not a lot of data on it. But some of the long-term charts in solar they look good. Some of them look like could do a fifth wave here, a first, a third, and a fifth in Elliott wave. And if we can get a big, nice fifth wave out of this, I'll ride that higher for sure. So hopefully that comes. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.